Okay guys, the topic today we are going to cover is numbers, and this is part one, new part one topic, and we have 67 questions about numbers. I'll give you some ideas about how to answer the questions of numbers, and I'll give you some sample answers as well. First thing first, these sample answers are not to cram. I never recommend that. Okay, these sample answers are just to get ideas, and you can modify them as per your own ideas. Okay, so let's get started. The first question that we have about numbers is, do you usually use numbers? So everybody uses numbers, so there should be a surprising factor when you answer this question. Suppose somebody asks you that, do you use numbers? Of course, everyone uses numbers. Okay, so and you know that where you use numbers, you dial your phone number, you enter the password, your social media passwords. Okay, and whenever you buy something, so you ask the price. Okay, so everything is in numbers in this world. Okay, so how would you answer this question? The first response can be, do you usually use numbers? Yes, certainly. Who doesn't use numbers? So this sentence, who doesn't use numbers, there should be a surprising factor, and it's like you are surprised. Who doesn't use numbers? Okay, so your take care of the intonation. Okay, your tone shouldn't be flat. Okay, when you say this thing. So let's see. Yes, certainly. Who doesn't use numbers? They are an inevitable part of our life. I do use them almost every day. Okay, so this is our first response. They are an inevitable part of our life. Inevitable part means something that can't be avoided, very, very necessary part of our life, and you use them almost every day. Next response or next answer can be, do you usually use numbers? Of course I do. I do daily like other people. For example, when I tell the time, enter the password to start using my email, or when I just count money to pay for something in the shop. I can't imagine anybody's daily routine without dealing with numbers. Frankly speaking, as we have to use them even when we just look for the needed time channel or try to find some specific page in the book. So pronunciation, when you talk about pronunciation, it is not just about the way you pronounce the word, but pronunciation includes a lot of things. It includes your intonation, how your tone changes when you speak. So a natural speaking means that your tone should be very, very natural. It shouldn't be robotic. It shouldn't be flat, and there should be some ups and downs where needed in your answer. Okay, so how do you talk about a list of an items? Uh, you count them on your fingers, guys. Okay, and how do you say, for example, if I ask you how many vehicles do you have, so you say, we have a car, two bikes, one tractor. Okay, so you are taking a pause. Okay, so same goes with this answer as well. When you say, of course I do, and then I do daily like other people, for example, now you are going to uh, talk about several things where you use numbers. Okay, so you should take pause between two tasks. Okay, when you talk about, so you say, when I tell the time, take a pause here, enter the password to start using my mail, or when I just count money to pay for something in the shop. I can't imagine anybody's daily routine without dealing with numbers, frankly speaking. Okay, so then you another pause, and then you speak the rest of the answer. Okay. So first question. Our next question is, what is your favorite number, or what numbers are important to you? So I have coupled these two questions together. Why? Because they both can be answered in the same way. your favorite number can be the numbers that are important to you. Or the second question, what numbers are important to you, can mean two things. I mean, single digit number can be a favorite number, or the numbers that are important to you, or you can say that your social media passwords and your bank account passwords and the contact numbers of your parents and family members are really important to you. So these are also numbers. Okay, so instead of saying that seven is really important to me, or number eight is really important to me, you can talk about several numbers of many digits. Okay, long numbers. Okay, so you can say, I mean, these numbers are really important to me. Okay, so let's have a look at the ideas. First, suppose x is a favorite number. So you how do you say that this is a favorite number? You can say that well, x is my favorite number because I think it's just my lucky number. Okay, or you say I find it lucky every time. Okay, or you can also say it's my date of birth. So what is your favorite number? You say my favorite number is 4, and because 4th of March is my date of birth, so it's my date of birth, that's why it's my favorite number. Okay, another idea, you can say that my favorite number is 1, and you can have many ideas about it. So why 1 is your favorite number? Always in part 1 questions, how do you answer part 1 questions? So first of all, you answer, for example, if I ask you what is your favorite number, so you say 7, 8, 9, whatever. Okay, and then you also answer why or why not. Okay, so if you say that 7 is my favorite answer, number, sorry so if you say 7 is my favorite number, so you say why it's your favorite number, so you give a reason that why it's your favorite number. Okay, so always include reason that makes your answer a perfect answer. Okay, so my favorite number is number 1 because it speaks of new beginnings and fresh starts. How does it speak of new beginnings and fresh starts? Because number 1 is the first number. Okay, so it's my favorite number because whenever I see number 1, I see a new beginning, I see a fresh start. Okay, and it also speaks of leadership qualities or leadership skills. How? Because leader is number 1. Okay, so I mean, you can say that it speaks of leadership skills as well, or you can say my ambition is always to be number 1, number 1 in the world, number 1 in the country, or number 1 in the class, or number 1 in your family. So you can say that number 1 is my favorite because my ambition is always to be number 1 in every area of my life. Nice idea, isn't it? Okay, number 8. How can you say number 8 is my favorite number because it looks like it looks like the infinity symbol. Okay, and infinity, if you have studied a bit mathematics, so you know that infinity means something that doesn't have an end. Okay, so something that is infinite, doesn't have any limit, doesn't have any stop. Okay, so it is infinity. So my favorite number is 8 because it looks like the infinity symbol. Why? You can add another reason, and whenever I see number 8, it tells me that life is limitless, your potential is limitless, you can achieve whatever you want. So there is no limit, there is no boundary, or there is no sign to stop for you. So infinity, wow, nice idea, isn't it? Okay, let's see how can we use these ideas in our answers. What's your favorite number? Oh, my favorite number is definitely 1, as first of all it speaks of new beginnings and fresh starts, and secondly because my ambition has always been to be number 1. I like this number so much that it has already become not only my favorite but also my lucky number. If I meet this number somewhere, I know that something good will happen to me soon. Okay, so that's why I mean, you call it your lucky number because it's lucky for you. Okay, it brings you luck. Or you say, or it can't be, it just can't be otherwise. Okay, so if something, for example, if you see number one somewhere, so you think, oh, my favorite number, my lucky number, something good will happen to me. Otherwise, I mean, it can't be just otherwise. Okay, next answer. If you don't have any favorite number, or if you don't have any lucky number, so you can say, oh, I never thought about it. Mm, I think I don't believe in uh, numerology or having a lucky number because it makes you anxious or nervous if you don't get it in critical situations, or if you get something you believe is always unlucky for you. So um, it's very easy, guys. I want to say to all students, it's very easy to cram answers, but it's very difficult to say them in their original tone. Okay, so there are some things that you should keep in mind while adopting any expression that adopt its way of speaking as well. Okay, for example, the first line of this answer, oh, I've never thought about it. So there should be kind of uh, like someone has surprised you, someone has asked you something that never came in your mind. Okay, so you say, oh, I've never thought about it, and then you take some time to think and make it look genuine. Okay, hmm, I think I do believe in numerology. Numerology means like that is a lucky number, or when you talk about numbers and all. Okay, numerology, or having a lucky number because it makes you anxious or nervous if you don't get in critical situations. What does it mean? It makes you anxious. For example, if you play cricket and uh, you always play at number four, and you think number four is your favorite number, but this time your captain wants you to bat at number three, so it makes you anxious. And you think, oh, number four is my favorite number, and I'm going to play at number three. That is really unlucky for me always. Okay, so first you haven't got your lucky number, so you are anxious about it, you are nervous. And second, you have got something that you think is always unlucky for you, number three, as most of people think that number three is unlucky number. Okay, so it makes you anxious. Okay, so this is how numbers play with you. Next question, guys. Are you good at remembering phone numbers? When have a look at this question. Are you good at? Okay, so you never say are you good in. You never say in. You always say at. Okay. I've seen lots of Indian students who just like translate Hindi, and because in Hindi you use in may, so you just say that you are good in. Okay, so but in English it is are you good at. Okay, so first idea, you can say yes only if I chunk them into smaller groups. What is the meaning of chunk? To divide them. Okay, to divide them. So yes, but only if I divide them or chunk them into smaller groups. So it's really easy for me to to keep all the numbers in my mind. Or second idea can be yes, I train my memory to memorize important phone numbers, dates, and etc. Okay, so you can say, are you good at remembering phone numbers? Well, I think yes, because I always train my memory to memorize important phone numbers, dates, etc. Okay, so, and if you are, I mean, if whatever you speak, you must have further idea of that particular piece of information, okay, that you're giving to your examiner, because your examiner may ask you, how do you train your mind, or how do you train yourself to memorize the things, okay. Then you must have something to say, okay. You can say, well, I do use some phone applications which are memory enhancers, and in Ayurveda there are some medicines which are called memory enhancers, and which sharpen your memory power. So I do use all techniques, okay. Next, if you say no, so you have lots of things to say. And this is going to be your answer most probably, okay. Because nobody is really good at remembering phone numbers. No, numbers are the most difficult things for me to remember because they are abstract or intangible. What is the meaning of abstract? If something is abstract, doesn't have any physical form, okay, so it's abstract. Like all the feelings, we call them abstract. Noun, love, care, because love has no physical form, so it's an abstract noun, okay. Intangible, same, that can't be touched, can't be felt, okay. So numbers are the most difficult things for me to remember because they all are abstract and intangible. Nice words, nice use of vocabulary, worth trying idea. Next, I don't see any point in doing it, or I don't see any sense, or you can say I see no sense in doing it, because you have your phone, you have your mobile phone which can store thousands of phone numbers, so you don't see any sense in remembering all the phone numbers, okay. So, and the next idea, I don't cram my brain with the information which my smartphone can memorize for me, the same, okay. So you can use any of them as per your I mean, what do you think about remembering phone numbers? Let's have a look at the answers, guys. Are you good at remembering phone numbers? Unfortunately, I'm not. Take a pause. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not. Despite the fact that I train my memory to memorize important phone numbers and dates, etc., I guess the main problem stems from my overdependence on the mobile phone or smartphone. My brain just doesn't want to get crammed with information someone or something else can memorize for it. So guys, see, like this idea, I train my memory to memorize. We had this idea in positive uh, response heritage, okay, yes, but here we have used it in negative response. So you can, it's totally up to you, depends on your creativity how you use the ideas, okay. So you can say no, I don't see any sense in doing that. Stems from means if something comes from. Stems from means if something comes from anything, or something is caused by anything, okay. So it stems from, originates, and over dependence, you see, it's a prime reason that why we don't like to remember the phone numbers, because we are over dependent on our phones. Earlier times when we didn't have smartphones, so I do remember clearly that people, when they were just broadbands, okay, wired phones, so people used to cram hundreds of phone numbers, okay. But now as we have smartphones, so we have stopped using our memory power, okay. So that is over dependence on the smartphones. Next question, are you good at maths? You can say yes or no, okay. So what if you say yes? You can say I have a real knack for it. Oh, what does it mean? If you have a knack for something, you really like to do that, okay? Or you are really good at that thing, okay? For example, if you say that uh your mother has a knack for cooking, so it means that she does it very well, okay? So if you have a real knack for something, or if you have a knack for something, so you do it very well, okay? You are really good at that. I have a good math sense. Nice idea, okay? I had a great math teacher at school, that's why I'm really good at math. Reason, I'm quite flexible with numbers. So if you're quite flexible with numbers, so you don't feel any difficulty in dealing with numbers. So you are good at maths in that way. I find it very simple to prove and understand different mathematical concepts. So these are ideas that we can use to answer this question, guys. What if you are not good at maths? So you can say I'm not a pro. Pro. What does it mean? If you play PUBG, so you know who is a pro player. So if you who are pro, so you do very well. Okay, so someone who is expert or someone who does it very well, so he's a pro of that area. Okay, so you can say, well, I'm not a pro, but yes, I love the subject. I still struggle with understanding basic concepts. uh, you can say that, well, I won't say that I'm really good at maths, because I still struggle with understanding basic concepts. It's hard and confusing for me, so I don't like it. It puts an unbelievable amount of stress on me. Or next is learning math takes patience and persistence, which I lack. You don't have patience and you don't have persistence. What does it mean, persistence? Persistence means if something persists. What does it mean? If something continues and doesn't stop. Okay, so we call that it persists, or the quality is persistence. So if you getting failed in anything but you don't stop, you keep doing that thing, so you have persistence. Answer. Well, I'd say I am. Pause. Well, I'd say I am, as I have a real knack for math, which makes it very simple for me to prove and understand different math concepts. What is more is connected, guys, here. I had a great math teacher at school, so that's the reason you are good at math. It can be another reason, because what is more? So another reason, huh? So I had a great math teacher at school, which also helped me become quite flexible with numbers. So here, which is not used for teachers, it is used for reasons. Okay, so another reason is that I had a great math teacher at school, so it helped me. Okay, so here, which is not for math teacher, so which also helped me become quite flexible with numbers. So we have used, guys, we have used 2 to 3 ideas that we had a look in the previous slide in one answer, huh? Next answer, I won't say yes, because uh mm, sorry, it's not where it comes to math. It should be, I won't say yes, because when it comes to, it should be when, okay? I won't say yes, because when it comes to math, my mind stops working. Facing a mathematical problem puts an unbelievable amount of stress on me. It's a nice answer. And this is our last question, guys. Will you need to use numbers in the future work? Of course, yes. So future is not going to change that much that you want to use number, or you want need numbers, okay? So the first response can be, why not? With great surprise, okay? Will you need to use numbers in your future work? Why not? What I think, that just like past and present, numbers will remain equally important in the future as well. Today, tomorrow, numbers are here forever. Nice expression. So, so guys, in speaking, mm, lexical resource part, band descriptor says that if you use idiomatic language, you get more band score, high band score, higher than 7 band score, 7.588 plus 9 band score. How do you get 9 band score? So this is the secret, okay, how we get 9 band score. So we have two types of language. You say that number will remain always, or you say today tomorrow numbers are here forever. So this is kind of idiomatic, not very general language, idiomatic language, okay. So do use some idiomatic expressions, okay, it increases your band score. Of course, yes, and this is bit uh, high band score answer, okay, bit difficult answer. Of course, yes, I think basic functionality of numbers will remain the same in the coming years as well. No doubt in some areas, advanced tech like QR code will take over pin codes, passwords. So there will be some numbers which will be gone in the coming years, okay. So advanced tech like QR code will take over pin codes, a password, but after all, it's binary number system, what we call 0 and 1, which will remain the heart and soul of all sophisticated technology. So guys, it's been a knowledgeable thing, okay. All codes are written, all websites are all like ID sector, whatever we have in software, everything is written in binary number system 0 or 1. So what I want to say here is that doesn't matter how high or how sophisticated technology or advanced technology we have, still the background or the coding will be done in numbers. I don't know why I wrote this, but yes, so numbers will remain the heart and soul, means the main part, the central part of all sophisticated technology. So there lies no future without numbers, means there is no future without numbers. So these were the questions about numbers, guys. If there is any other question about numbers, you can just comment them in the comment box. And if there is any other topic that you want me to cover first, so do comment that in the comment box as well. And soon I would start covering the latest cue cards as well. We'll give you some high band score sample answers of latest cue cards, okay. So uh, join our WhatsApp group for daily IELTS material. This is my phone number. Just message me hi with your name and place, and I'll send you the group link, and I'll add you in a WhatsApp group. And do like our other Facebook channels as well. We have multiple Facebook channels, special for reading, special for writing, and for Hindi lessons as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels, and I'll see you. Bye bye, take care.